Beto said it on the air, and I knew it was down at LES. But this is pre gentrification LES. This is when LES was still you know, a little seedy. You know what I'm saying?
I understand.
So we used to pull up there like, ready for action type shit. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, so they didn't, I used to go there. People, it's funny. I think I was on the we had a little quick conversation. One of the Dub. We had a chat, like we was just in conversation, speaking on. I was like, yo, I remember those days. Like, as far as EOW, I put in the work, and the brothers we respect each other, so I get a little leeway when I walk in. You know what I'm saying? It's a thing. It's a little moment when the motherfucker pull up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't got to sign a list. Sue me. You feel me? Like, what I mean? We're going to walk, we're going to do what the fuck we do, because, that whole weight. But coming up, it wasn't like that. You feel me? So I used to go to New Weekend and sign the list at 8 o'clock. And then I'd be like the fourth, fifth person there sign the list. And then I'm sitting there all night. Motherfuckers just walking in, they throwing them on stage. But these are all motherfuckers I heard on the radio and shit. So it's like, really, like, they deserved it. But in my mind, I didn't see it that way. So I used to be mad. So my only option was to go outside. You know what I'm saying? I was never like a scary dude. So I'm from the style, feel me? So we should go outside. And I used to just black on motherfuckers in the cyphers and shit. So I used to look and pay attention to whoever was getting the biggest response inside. And then I would step to that motherfucker outside, like, what's up? And that's how I started getting my rep up. You know what I mean? Like, after a while, it was like, so he's going from spot to spot. Okay, you ain't gonna let me inside, I'll rhyme outside. The big homie Thirst N Howl used to pick me up at my mom's crib. He had a drop. You know what I'm saying? And he used to pick me up at my mom's crib and take me to the city and just point at people like, yo, get at him. Get at him. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we used to go, like, motherfuckers used to sick motherfuckers on motherfuckers and shit. Like, that's how we came up. You know what I'm saying?
I came up the same exact way, so now I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah,
you have to be the pit bull when you're the young one, and you're the one that everybody on the team and in the family is looking to, like, all right, well, if you want to do it, this is what you got to do. Then you become the little pit bull. When everybody wants them to rhyme, you got to rhyme, and you got to impress everybody.
Facts. But Thurston did that, and me fucking around. Cause I used to look up to Thurston crazy, because first of all, on some Brooklyn shit, he was already a legend. You know what I'm saying? And he was already coming up. And he was like already. I think it was already pushing that whole MTV shit and all that. Like, Thirst was. I know Thirst was. You know what I mean? And so he introduced me to a lot, just taking me around, just like he don't even realize. I tell him all the time, like, when we speak, like, I don't talk to him as much as I used to. You know what I'm saying? Like, he introduced me to a lot of people, bro. Like, he introduced Thirst N Howl introduced me to Eminem, and me running around like on some Pitbull shit. That's when I was running around like, and he used to fucking sick me on people, and I was battling and all that shit.
Did you battle Eminem?
Did I what?
Did you say you battled Eminem?
I did not say that.
I was clarifying.
I said we're not throwing that lie out there. Nah, I said he introduced. I met him through him.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But that was just on the strength of how we stayed. Like, we was already always out there ready to go. Like, you know what I'm saying? So Thirst respected that, on top of just being, real, some Brooklyn shit. You know what I mean? So he used to take me around and shit, and he used to sick me on people, and then he went out and did the Rap Olympics, and he met Eminem, and he called me like, yo, I met this dude, and he's like, yo, I met this white boy, yo, this dude's crazy, da da da. I'm like, word, and like I'm a kid, yo, like I'm like, this is like, this is like fucking young, like milk on breath and early rap shit, like. This is all like all motherfuckers did was rap, just battle and hit the street. Like I didn't know nothing about structure, no songs, nothing. Like this was early in the game. Like I don't think at that time I had never even recorded anything. This is how young, you know what I'm saying? But I was just outside, you know what I'm saying? And he was just like, yo, he came back from California and was just going off just, you know, about the experience and stuff. Cause you know, motherfuckers wasn't traveling to fucking battle. Like, what was that? Like, we ain't that wasn't a thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you fly motherfuckers across the country to battle people? Like, really? That happens? So like, so it was an experience, you know what I mean? So he came back hype. He was like, yo, I met this white boy, yo, he nice. And all he kept saying to me was, yo, he rhymes whole sentences. Yes, because at that time, you know, you can see how Eminem compounds and stacks his multis and all that. There wasn't a phrase for that at the time, you know what I mean? So all Thurston kept telling me was, he rhymes his whole sentences. And so he had me, so I was just like, I'm like, yo, and I've never heard him sing nobody's praises like that ever. Like, you know, like on some rap shit. Like Thurston was like one of the best dudes I ever knew on some freestyle shit. Like Thirst N Howl was a fucking legend outside, you know what I mean, freestyling. So for somebody who I already thought was like top of the food chain on that shit, to sing somebody else's praises, like, no, but this guy is amazing. So then when I met him, I was like, yo, he had a show at Wetlands. Thurston was like, yo, we gonna pull up to the show. Meet me on the A train. Meet me at Canal Street. So I took the A to Canal Street. I met son at Canal Street. We walk over to the club. And shit. We just having regular conversation. And we go in the club. It's a Lyricist Lounge event. And as a matter of fact, the big homie Stephan was hosting. I think, Tech was hosting. I think both of them, Tech and Steph was hosting. And it was a Lyricist Lounge show. You know what I'm saying? And there's a bunch of motherfuckers performing. And there's a bunch of motherfuckers performing. He was like, and the crowd was super hostile. Like, they wasn't giving nobody no kind of love that got on stage. Right? It was super hostile in there. A few of my friends got on there and didn't get no love. You know what I mean? One or two of them might be in this interview somewhere floating around. I don't know. But it was a bad look for everybody. And but they were handing out these Eminem stickers. You know what I'm saying? He was like, yo, this is shit right here. I'm like, all right, cool. So the crowd was mad restless. The show was the show wasn't good. And then the crowd, I guess there was some people that was already in tune. Like, I didn't know. You know what I mean? So some people in the crowd are going, Eminem. And so Tech was like, yo, fucker, you ready? He was like, yeah. He was like, yo, fucker, yo, Eminem. So Eminem came out and shit. And he started rhyming and shit. And I was just like, oh shit, this motherfucker different, yo. Like, at that time, I ain't really heard nobody rhyme like that. You know what I'm saying? He wanted, so even if I don't dig a lot of his material, there's no way you can't call Eminem a great, because he literally changed the way people rap. Mm. You know what I'm saying? Like there's no way you can't, like, if a motherfucker rapped and it made people rap different, that motherfucker is one of those ones. You know what I'm saying?